Hi guys, it's Joe back again with another video. Today, the Gowitz and Hogarth Kendall Gold seem to do pretty well, so I'll do another video. This is Five Brothers pipe tobacco. Now, Five Brothers is a pure Kentucky burley, and as you see, I already have the cigarette made. I will do a video showing how I make it, but as something to show you without making a full video, what we have is a jar. Now this Five Brothers is listed as a pipe tobacco. It's an unflavored tobacco, or minimally flavored, minimally cased. It's got a very natural type of woody smell to it, earthy. Now, the issue you run into if you try to use this as a roll your own tobacco in the state that it comes in from the bag, some pipe tobaccos you might have an issue with moisture. This one, even from when it was brand new, was pretty dry. Like so with the Gowitz and Hogarth, I had to let it dry out for a couple months in the bag. This one here, the issue is more of the cut. As you can see, this is a very, very fine shag. And I don't know, if you try to put this in a rolling machine in the state that it's in, I don't know what it would do. Probably clog it up. So what I did, and I tried this with the Gowitz and Hogarth, and it did pretty well too, because that's a longer ribbon. I took this Ninja coffee grinder, and I know I've seen some people grind snus and nasal snuff and stuff with a full-size blender. You could do that. The only issue you're going to have is it's a very large area. You're not going to be blending up pounds of tobacco at a time. So this works pretty well. It's, as you can see in there, I got a little bit left of what I ground up. Now this is a little on the finer side, but let me pull a little out here. That's what you're looking at. Yeah, that's a better illustration there. So you want to maybe put it in there, hit it once or twice, just a quick zoom, and you're good. If you go any more than that, you're going to start turning it into dust, which will probably smoke, but not the way you're going to want it to. So, taking a look at this cigarette, the color of it, it is a darker brown. Let me see if I can focus it. Yeah, you can see it right there. So, it's very earthy. It's a very strong tobacco, and in a pipe by itself, it is probably too strong for most people, if I'm being honest. But in a cigarette, if you like stronger tobacco blends when you're smoking, this is a good one. It does have a lot of stems and like horseshoe shaped stem cuts and stuff and twigs in it. You got to pick them out. They're not going to go through the machine very well. But it's not that much of an inconvenience, and like a 2-ounce bag costs maybe $5. So, I mean, it's a good deal. You could use it as a pipe blending tobacco also, if you're into that. But without further ado, let me fire this thing up. I just have a barbecue lighter. Don't know, I think my Zippo's downstairs. So as you can see, the body on it is very thick. It's a thick smoke. It's a stout smoke. You definitely can feel it. It's got a good throat hit to it if you like a stronger cigarette, like I said. Yeah, so let me take a couple drags, tell you what I think. It's good in the mouth. It doesn't have much of an aftertaste, which is a common theme that I found among most pipe tobaccos. especially the very lightly cased ones. I always found that, like with Marlboros and other manufactured cigarettes, they tend to leave a taste in your mouth. They make your breath smell in a certain way, and it's really distinct. I really don't like that. Now that I've quit, I mean, when you're smoking daily, you don't notice it, but when you quit, like my mom, my dad still smoke, it's obvious. You could definitely tell it they're smoking, and not like a pipe or a cigar. It's a cigarette smell. As you can see, the body, this Five Brothers is a very strong tobacco. It is good with the nicotine as well. I mean, it's not as high as dip. There's not much that is. Maybe snooze per gram. But very earthy. It's earthy. It's not sweet. It's woody, dark. It's got a dark flavor to it. It's not dark fired tobacco. It's a Kentucky burley. It's a good cigarette tobacco. Burley. And Golden Virginia is pretty good too. Virginia is going to be on the sweeter, grassier side, and Burley is going to be on the woodier, just more stout type of tobacco flavor. And the other thing too, when a cigarette, when you grind it, when it has a good cut, it stays together. These tubes don't have FSC, the fire safe design. If you leave this in an ashtray, it'll burn all the way down to the filter, and it'll burn into the filter too. So you don't have to worry about it going out. It stays lit very well. Doesn't fall apart. The cherry's nice and solid. This one got packed pretty well around the bottom. It's more of a feel thing that you have to you just have to do it, experiment with it. The stuff is cheap. Pack of tubes is like $5 for 250 tubes. So if you mess 5, 10 up, who cares? You know, it's a learning curve. But it's definitely rewarding, especially if you're used to smoking manufactured cigarettes. You come over, anything. I mean, even natural American Spirit in a can, it's still better. Price-wise, with natural American Spirit compared to buying actual packs of it, there's no comparison. It's a good French inhale. It has a strong presence in the nose, and it has a strong presence in the throat, and anywhere where the smoke goes. If it gets in your eyes, you'll know it's in your eyes. Yeah, definitely. But like I said, the room note of it, plain pipe tobacco kind of has a strong room note. If you smoke, you don't mind it. If you don't smoke, you probably do. But no, it's good. It's a strong cigarette. Not goopy. Not sweetened. There's no like wet feel in the throat from it. I've tried to inhale like Captain Black, stuff like that. It doesn't work. It makes you cough up a bunch of stuff afterwards. Suit and Tie Dip and Chew Guy inhales half and half, and I have some half and half that I might allow to dry for a little bit and then hit it once with the blender and kind of spread it. I can't pack that into a cigarette tube. It'll clog the machine up. I've tried it. But this is good. And like I said, I don't have any review criteria, rating criteria. It your mileage varies by experience. Even a bad tube fill, it's still not terrible. Like I said in the previous video, the only thing that you're really going to have a problem with is right here. And you can see it's starting to fold a little bit right there at the filter. With manufactured rolling tobacco, that's not really an issue normally. But it could still happen, I guess. Yeah, Five Brothers as a pipe tobacco blend, I don't really care for it. It's really good for breaking in pipes. It'll lay a good carbon cake, and it lays a neutral carbon cake, so the pipe won't have a ghost, won't have a flavor to it really. It's a neutral type of tobacco. But I would say for the occasional cigarette, this is a really good tobacco. Maybe if you're smoking it all day, it might get to be too much. Nicotine wise though, like I said, it's strong. You'll feel it, especially if you're used to smoking lighter cigarettes. You'll definitely feel it. Relaxing. Something about a cigarette, it's hard to describe what you feel with it, but this one's a good one. So if you can find it where you're at, I'm in Appalachia, so I can find this pretty much anywhere. But if you can find it, or if you can order it through a pipe distributor, definitely check it out. And I wouldn't say you need to dry it at all. It tends to work pretty well out of the bag. But yeah, this has been my review of Five Brothers pipe tobacco in a roll your own format. Till the next one, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys.